Ok, entonces, hola, ¿cómo están?
Bien.
Qué bueno. Ya ustedes saben que tenemos un programa de arte y cultura y hoy vamos a practicar capoeira. Bueno, eso es.
I've always wanted to have some sort of leadership program for young girls, particularly in the Caribbean. My family is Caribbean, and I saw firsthand the struggles of just a single woman immigrant trying to raise a child. And so it made me want to learn about the experience from the root, not so much the stem. Spanish speakers use the word barrio to describe an impoverished community. The barrio where Proyecto Leader is based is called La Alta Gracia in Herrera, and that's in the factorial zone, which is in the east of Santo Domingo. The community is extremely parental, and sometimes it borders being condescending. The expectation is just that you're going to be a housewife. So most of the girls, when I met them, they were fetching water, washing clothes. I'll give you a perfect example. When I went to Vassar, I had to literally forge my mother's signature to go to Vassar because she did not want me to go away to college. That is just not something that young girls do. And so I thought, well, this is something that I'm gonna have to address with Proyecto Leader. I did a lot of legwork. There's no such thing as having posters and putting them up, so I went straight to the girls and I would promote the program just face to face and present myself and say, my name is Leah Goodridge, I'm here in a fellowship, and I am here to start a series of reproductive health seminars. So that's how Proyecto Leader started. Every month on a consistent basis, the girls receive educational seminars in reproductive health, arts and culture, and technology. And so after receiving that information, the leader concept is that every month the girls must present the information that they've learned. It can be either through a formal presentation or a theater, a play, or an art exhibit, or a newsletter. When the girls are learning about the Afro-Brazilian community, the girls are actually dancing, they're actually fighting, they're actually learning how to do capoeira. So they can say, this is something from Brazil.
Perfecto. Suban. Eso. Wow.
I realized the impact that I was having on the girls when I started taking them on field trips, and the field trips were in these posh sectors, and I will never forget all of them. It was about 15 of them. They were in this van, and all of a sudden the entire van stopped speaking, and it was dead silence. You could have heard a coin drop. And I turned around to see what was happening, and they were looking out of the window, and some of them were crying because they had never seen that part of Santo Domingo before. And then after about 5 minutes, they asked me, are these people Dominican? And I said, yeah, they are. I think it was probably their first realization that they were poor, actually, because for them, everyone lives the way that they do in the barrio. And after that day, it sort of dawned on them, like, they're Dominicans who are doing what Leah says. They're lawyers or doctors, they're business people, and they live that way. I left the Dominican Republic in 2005, and I had no intention of returning. It was just very difficult in terms of being a woman in the Dominican Republic and just a lot of the racial aspects. I returned home to New York and lived with my family for a year. And all of the same reasons that I decided to go to the Dominican Republic sort of resurfaced. And so I realized I'm facing a lot of the issues that I was teaching the girls of how to deal with. The same reasons why I didn't like some of the experiences that I had in terms of race and gender are the very same reasons that you need Proyecto Leader, because it's this program that's an intermediate into bringing these girls into the middle and upper sectors of their own country. This summer is the summer where I have to get everything done. So what I've been doing, it has here just a timeline for the summer. My goal is to reestablish Proyecto Leader I'm actually applying right now to register us as a Dominican nonprofit. I have two goals. Number one, to secure funds so that we can keep going. So we are applying to different foundations and companies, so hopefully we'll have a sponsor. And number two, so that we can develop our human resources, so that we can find a program director, someone to work with us in the field of reproductive health, technology, and culture and arts. The Compton Mentor Fellowship really gave me this great stepping stone into what is going to be my life. I mean, I'm going to be the general counsel, hopefully, of Proyecto leader. And if I didn't have the opportunity to have the Compton Mentor Fellowship and to prove to myself that with the resources I can get this done, I can do this, then I would probably be working for a firm. It never popped in my head that my Compton Mentor Fellowship would evolve into my own nonprofit organization.